show you tune in is hard to find on TV screen, but it's on talk radio. Truth is on talk radio. Turn it on, turn it up as loud as it'll go. Talk radio. If you want to vent your frustrations, you got some things that you need to say. There's a place where people always listen. Go on, dial it up today. Talk radio. Truth is on talk radio. Turn it on, turn it up as loud as it'll go. Talk radio. Any little thing that you want to know, turn to talk radio. Anytime at all, anywhere you go, it's on talk radio. Any little thing that you want to know, turn to talk radio. Anytime at all, anywhere you go, it's on talk radio. Double talk is all you get, and you wanna hear it straight. There's a place to find all the answers. AM, FM, shortwave, talk radio. The truth is on talk radio. Turn it on, turn it up as loud as it'll go. Talk radio. Talk radio. The truth is on talk radio. Turn it on, turn it up as loud as it'll go. Talk radio. Turn it on, turn it up as loud as it'll go. Talk radio.
Little talk radio in Steve Voss. And I just got a email from John listening in Bingham, New York. There you go, saying he'd like to hear a little Steve Voss. But that was Steve Voss coming to America. But will you be among the Patriots? Yeah, we'll play that before the end of the hour. No problem. And you're buying a lottery ticket at forthepeopleshow.com. That's not a lottery ticket. It's a raffle ticket, silly. All right. Yeah, we don't do the lottery here. I know some of you do play the lottery. It's always fun to dream, right? What are you going to do with those millions of dollars? All right, the University of Alaska at Anchorage, they're refusing to remove something. And take a guess what it might be. Well, yes, they say it's a piece of art. And it's actually a decapitated Donald Trump, is a beheaded Donald Trump, as a matter of fact. I'm not even kidding here. The painting created by Professor Thomas Chung. Thomas Chung. He hangs on campus as part of a exhibition this month, but it's become controversial, as you can imagine, after a former adjacent professor, Paul Berger, posted the image on Facebook saying that he was not sure how I want to respond to this. On one hand, he posted, first thing that comes to mind is freedom of expression, but He also noted the university's exhibit was publicly funded. Oh, there you go. Berger's post soon prompted outrage, including several calls on the university to remove the painting. By deadline, neither Chung nor school officials responded. So, or for comment of any kind. But in the interview with the local NBC affiliate, I guess they already did one, the chair of the University of Alaska, Anchorage, Fine Arts Department, defended his decision to keep the painting up. You know, it's this nonsense. It's this utter nonsense. Yes, public funding, by the way. Decapitated Donald Trump. That might be funny to some. But that's just what the critics want. That's just what our enemies want. That's what they want right now, to take advantage of us right now at a place right now where a time where we don't think. I was talking to somebody today earlier about this whole Russian thing. And I know what a lot of academics will say, a lot of people that study history and wars, and I read the books too. It's not that I'm oblivious to knowing that we don't fly planes over there. We don't have spy games, war games. The problem is there was a time where people actually feared America. And because of 8 years of pacifist agenda there that Obama had, leading from behind, that was his policy. That gave them the ability to be able to take advantage of us during those times, to build up their military, to push their weight around, and to think what they were going to do next, because Obama just was not thinking. He was too busy building Solyndra, hugging trees, doing things. And I think that the man meant well. I think he meant well. A lot of people, they have fond memories of the Obamas looking so nice, going up and down the plane together, smiling, and they just have so much love for each other. Well, if he had the real love and decency for what he had for his wife, Michelle, to this country, we would not be in the disarray that we're at right now. And instead of being so critical, like this professor, like this university, of beheading, maybe you'd see a beheading of Saddam Hussein, but a beheading of a man that's not even been in the White House for 100 days, that's doing nothing but wanting to improve Americans' lives, secure them so we don't get attacked over here, to help you economically so you make more money, so your rights are protected, contrary to what The View says, or NBC, or CBS, the left media, the snowflake media. That's what I'm going to start calling them, the snowflake media. That's exactly what they are, the snowflake media. There's their name. These things are just so unthinkable. I just get angry. I can't tell you how frustrated that makes me, that they'll go ahead and put a sitting president. If this was Obama, think about this for a second. Barack Obama decapitated. That would be down so fast, it wouldn't even be funny. The media would be so angry, it wouldn't even be a story. Before they were even thinking about it, it would just be a done deal, done, gone. The professor would be fired in a heartbeat. Do you see the utter disdain? You see the contradictions, don't you? Absolutely. It's just, again, the hatred towards Donald Trump, and for a man that, again, did not need to have this position, didn't need to put himself in this position. He had money, he had fame, he had fortune. And if you read any of Donald Trump's books, which a lot of these critics have not, they would see that the man actually loves his country and feels indebted to his country to be able to give back, to serve. And this is something that people have asked him to do years ago, because he really echoed the sentiment of what we like to call here and for the people, Mr. and Mrs. America. Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. America. It's the people who get up in the morning and they make it happen. They hurt. They're in pain. They have arthritis. They've lost loved ones. They still get up. They make their bed. They go to work, and they do what's right. It's those Mr. and Mrs. America, those people that actually, their handshake means something. Their word means something. Those kind of people. They're not full of BS. Oh, they have a BS detector. I was going to say the whole thing. They can a mile away. These are the types of people. The real people that make this country work every single day. These were the people that went to the polls. I just loved how the mainstream media, even Hillary Rotten Clinton, called you the deplorables. And now we wear it with a badge of honor to say, yeah, that was us. We're the deplorables, and we're proud of it because we love our country. Folks, you love our country. We have to get back. We have to continue fighting the good fight. We have to do everything we can to preserve and protect those ideals and not allow the enemy to get a foothold in our country. And unfortunately, there's a lot of enemies that have footholds in our country and have been allowed to come over here and try to destroy us. Our founding fathers' worst fear for this country was not from foreign invaders, but for those that were already over here. And when Barack Obama allowed all these unvetted people to come in and allow open borders without any questions asked, opened it up for a time that we don't even like to think about it, but we have to talk about it because it's a reality. We have people that hate our way of life. They don't like that we have freedom of religion, freedom of expression. We have freedom of speech, right to bear arms, all those things. They don't like it. We actually have courts. We have laws. And, it's a bad thing, though, when Republicans say, we actually have to abide by those laws. We actually have to follow those laws. Now, when you're getting a raffle ticket today for the People, I'm going to ask you this question that Steve Voss asks. Will you be among the patriots? ForThePeopleShow.com. Get that news reporter. It'll be announced Wednesday, the winner. $25 gets you a ticket right now. Steve Voss, will you be a patriot?